Yes, I sure can. So, why does Justin Trudeau want an election just 2 years into his second term? The reason is because he has a minority government. So, what that means is he doesn't have enough votes in the House to get things passed with just support from people within his own party. He has to play nice with people from other parties. He has to have support in order to get their bills through. And so what that means primarily is that they have to play nice with the NDP because they are the most likely allies. And Justin Trudeau doesn't like that. They tried to pass through the Canadian Emergency Response Benefit at just $1,000 a month. The NDP made them double it. They tried to get through with no support, no financial support for students. They thought, Justin Trudeau thought, oh, they can just get money from their parents. Jagmeet Singh knows better. He pushed to make sure the students got a benefit as well. It's not as much, it could be better, but he pushed to make sure that happened. They pushed for the subsidy for businesses in order to be able to keep their employees. I think it's a 75% subsidy per employee for payroll. These kinds of things are things that Justin Trudeau does not want to do. I know he campaigned on a lot of really progressive ideas and on the notion that he's a feminist prime minister, but if you look at his actions, if you look at the things the Liberals have tried to push through, absolutely under no circumstances does Justin Trudeau actually practice what he preaches. He's just trying to buy your vote with some nice ideas, and then once he gets in there, he's like, what, voting reform? Never heard of her. So that's why Justin Trudeau right now wants to call an election, but also there's two other things happening that I think are really important factors here. One is the Conservative collapse. So the Conservative Party have gotten more and more extreme right, and then they've got premiers like Doug Ford and Jason Kenney who are just looking horrible and really being bad for the Conservative Party, their image as a whole. But then also, so the Conservative collapse is happening. People are not supporting the Conservatives in the ways that they used to, and their target demographics are sort of saying, hey, wait, you just let a lot of people my age die in long-term care facilities. That seems not okay. So that's something that's happening with the Conservative Party. Their support is collapsing, but also Jagmeet Singh is very much on the rise, and the NDP support across the country is growing, and it's significant. And I know sometimes you look at the polls and you're like, it's only this percentage, it's 2%, whatever, but it is really significant when you look at the numbers in comparison to other years, how votes have gone. It could mean that if he waits another year or two for an election, that the NDP could be strong enough and in a good enough position financially, especially with a charismatic leader like Jagmeet Singh, that they could really sweep it and actually end up with Canada's first federal NDP government. So that's why he wants to hold the election now. Don't let him fool you.